Good morning and welcome to the news. My name is Jonah Oji. The federal government has said it is establishing a delivery unit to coordinate the tracking and monitoring of the Federal Executive Council approved policies, programs and projects in line with the priority areas of government. This was disclosed by Mr. Babatunde Lawal, the Permanent Secretary, Cabinet Affairs Office, CAO, Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation on Saturday at a specialized training program on policy management processes and cabinet documentation for directorates and senior level officials of ministries, departments and agencies organized by COA in Lagos, reiterating the commitment of Buhari's administration to fulfilling its promises to Nigerians. Lawal said that government had identified 9 priority areas of focus for the next 4 years. These areas, according to him, are to stabilize the macroeconomy, improve transportation and other infrastructures, enhance social inclusion and reduce poverty, and achieve agriculture and food security. Others are to drive industrialization, fight corruption and improve governance, ensure energy sufficiency in power and petroleum products, improve health, education, productivity of Nigerians, as well as improve security for all. Soldiers attached to the 14th Brigade, Nigerian Army in Ohafia, Abia State, have arrested a suspected human trafficker and rescued a pregnant victim identified as Chinonyere Nkemakolam. A statement by the Deputy Director, Army Public Relations in the command, Captain Dudua, revealed that the suspect was arrested by soldiers during the exercise at Log Udo 1 in the state. Dudua said the soldiers who arrested some suspected cultists during a raid. He stated that the suspects were arrested following a tip-off by local communication channels. The Army spokesman added that some residents who expressed excitement over the feat commended the Nigerian Army for being proactive. Dudua pointed out that the partnership between the Army and civilians was an initiative that has strengthened the desire to address the security challenges in the country. 2 women, Mrs. Onyinyechi Ofoke and Mrs. Onyinyechi Warrior, are currently in the custody of the Central Police Station, Abakaleke, Ebonyi State, for alleged child trafficking. It was gathered that the suspects, both of who are tenants at number 35 Ekulumini Street, Abakaleke, conspired to sell Ofoke's 18-month-old son, Olise, to a yet-to-be-identified buyer. They were arrested when another neighbor in the compound, having not seen the child for some time, alerted the police. The police sprung into action and arrested the 2 women. Both women connived to sell the little boy, describing the suspects as desperate persons. When contacted, the public relations officer in the state, Loveth Oda, confirmed the incident on Sunday. Oda, who said the police got to know about the murder through a tip-off by a good Samaritan, added that the 2 women had been arrested. According to her, efforts are on to arrest the buyer and rescue the boy. The Air Force Council has approved the promotion of a total of 99 senior officers to the next higher ranks in the Nigeria Air Force. The affected senior officers comprise 13 Air Commodores who were promoted to the rank of Air Vice Marshal, 35 Group Captains who were promoted to the rank of Air Commanders, and 51 Wing Commanders that were promoted to the rank of Group Captains. This was made known by the Director of Public Relations and Information of the Nigerian Air Force, Air Commodore Ibikunle Daramola, in a statement released on Sunday. Daramola stated that the Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Sadiq Abubakar, on behalf of the officers, airmen, airwomen and civilian staff of the Nigeria Air Force, congratulates the newly promoted senior officers and urges them to see the elevation as motivation to rededicate themselves towards more effective and efficient service delivery. According to him, the newly promoted senior officers will be decorated with their new ranks at a later date. The Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, TUC, has advised governors who say they cannot implement the consequential adjustment as a result of the 30,000 naira new minimum wage to stop spending money on frivolities. The union said this in a statement jointly signed by TUC President Comrade Kadri Olaleye and Secretary General Comrade Musa Lawal Ozigi on Sunday in Abuja to mark the Muslim holiday. Although the organized labor said it was not willing to cause more harm because of the state of the economy, it said that it may be forced to act if the governors do not perform. The labor leaders called on Muslim faithful to abide by the teachings of Prophet Muhammad, which they said bordered on pity, charity, tolerance, and peaceful coexistence, among others. According to the statement, if Nigerians read the books and live by their tenets, the country will be a better place, adding that the problem of the country has never been the issue of religion. It lamented that the unity the people once cherished was no longer there because of politics. President of the Nigerian Labour Congress, Ayuba Waba, on Saturday has confirmed from the Ministry of Labour and Employment, the National Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission, that the circular for the new minimum wage of 30,000 naira will be ready soon. On Friday, the President of the Trade Union Congress, Kadri Olaleye, told reporters that a letter, which will be jointly signed by the TUC and NLC, will be sent to the Minister of Labour and Employment, Dr. Chris Ngige, to ensure the quick release of the circular. He added that the circular was a confirmation that the federal government had begun full implementation of the new minimum wage. The federal government says it has uncovered a total of 1,759 artisanal and small-scale mining sites across the country. The Minister of Mines and Steel Development, Olamilekan Adebite, disclosed this at the National Council meeting on Mining and Mineral Resources Development in Ado-Ekiti, Ekiti State. He said the government has already formalized the registration of 1,346 operators into cooperative groups for easy management to enable them to have access to financial support and market. Ademite explained that the policy is indeed an instrument of poverty alleviation, empowerment and job creation drive to scale up their operations into small firms operating with valid mineral titles. He further said that under the scheme, miners could access between 100,000 naira to 10 million naira at a concessionary rate of 5% through the Bank of Industry. Still to come on the news, Bolivia's Morales resigns after weeks of protests over disputed election. AFCON qualifiers, Eagles to arrive in Nigeria today. This and more just after the break. Stay tuned.
Do not deface Abia State with posters. Do not defecate on our streets. Do not litter Abia State.
My brothers, I say wetin man go do for this world wey people no go talk. If you chop,
Do not urinate in public places.
you no chop, dem go talk. What you make me do for this world? I say, make we go do the things wey we carry for heart. Na so one wonder. Abi no be so?
Keep Abia State clean. This message is brought to you by MCLtv.
You're welcome back, and we now go to our Umuahia studios for more stories. Thanks very much, Nchetachi Chukwaja. Bolivian President Evo Morales said on Sunday he will resign after the military called on him to step down and allies tumbled away amid a fierce backlash over a disputed election that has roiled the South American nation. Morales, the country's leader for nearly 14 years, said in a televised comment that he will submit his resignation letter to help restore stability, though he aimed barbs at what he called a civic coup. Earlier on Sunday, Morales had agreed to hold new elections after a report from the Organization of American States, which conducted an audit of the October 20 vote, revealed serious irregularities in the election. The AOS report said the October vote should be annulled after it had found clear manipulations of the voting system that called into question Morales' win, with a lead of just over 10 points over main rival Carlos Mesa. As the fallout from the audit report swept across Bolivia, there were signs that Morales' support was waning fast. Several of his allies resigned, including Mining Minister Cesar Navarro and Chamber of Deputies President Victor Buda, who belongs to Morales' party. And now sports. Super Eagles players are expected to arrive in Nigeria Monday ahead of their 2021 African Cup of Nations qualifying match against Benin Republic in Uyo. Samuel Carlo and Kenneth Omeru arrived on Sunday. Nigeria opens her campaign for a place in Cameroon 2021 by welcoming the Spirits of Benin Republic to the Godswill Abio Stadium, Uyo, on Wednesday. After the Benin clash, the team will fly to Maseru on Friday for the two-day clash against the Crocodiles of Lesotho at the Maseru Setsoto Stadium on Sunday. Nigeria welcomes back skipper Ahmed Musa from injury, with defenders Kenneth Omeru, Shehu Abdullahi, and Brian Idowu, as well as Mikel Agum. France-based utility player Carlo also returns after missing the prestigious friendly against Brazil. Goalkeeper Daniel Abeni is called for the first time since the 2019 AFCON in Egypt. First choice Francis Uzoho is out for several months after his horrific injury against Brazil. And to end the news this morning, a second look at the major stories. The federal government has said it is establishing a delivery unit to coordinate the tracking and monitoring of the Federal Executive Council approved policies, programs, and projects in line with the priority areas of government. Soldiers attached to the 14th Brigade Nigerian Army in Ohafia, Abia State, have arrested a suspected human trafficker and rescued a pregnant victim identified as Chinonyerem Nkemakolam. Super Eagles players are expected to arrive Nigeria today ahead of their 2021 African Cup of Nations qualifying match against Benin Republic in Uyo. That was the news, and thanks for watching. I am Jonah Oji. Have a good morning.
My soul longs for you forever and ever. Yes, my heart beats for you. As the dearest water soul, oh, loves for you, Jesus, forever and ever. Yes, my heart beats for you. Something more than gold, I think something more than silver. Something more than life, I get something more than riches. If all I got is Jesus, I've got something more than gold. I'll tell it to the world, Jesus is more than gold. More, more. I've got something more than gold, more than gold, more than gold. Jesus is more than gold. Something more than gold. Something more than silver. The Spirit of the Lord within me is something more than gold. Something more than gold. Something more than silver. The Spirit of the Lord within me is something more than something more than gold. Tell it to the world, Jesus is more than gold. More than gold. I've got something more than gold. My brother, my sister, Jesus is more than gold. What a riches you are, very riches. More than life, Jesus is more than gold. Oh, not a hundred. Oh, with a God in the house.
With the widespread projection of picture-perfect models, the average woman strives to fit into impossible standards to be called beautiful. A very big welcome to all the ladies watching. Welcome again to the best episode of Living the Life Yet. It promises to be everything you expect and more.
So sit back, relax, and get ready for a swell time. I hope you have a healthy snack like me.
Ooh, talking about this.
Yes.
Can I? Okay, let me pick one. I could help you.
I love grapes too.
All right, so let me have one as well. Grapes. They say that when you take fruits, they give you this glowing skin. How true is that?
I think it's true. I mean, I haven't done this for myself, but I know people who have just gone on a fruit diet, and within a week you could tell the difference.
Woo.
Who did you say? Who?
Like no, woo. Like seriously.
Okay.
But I think it was. I've heard some people, apart from creams, you know, these days there's so much of body creams. You have to use skin lightening cream and all of that.
The thing with those things is, once you begin, you have to keep doing it. You have to make that sustainable. But if you have to take things that are natural, things like fruits, things like water, you know that you don't have to be deep. How do I say that? You don't have to be so dependent that you can't go without. Does that even make sense?
I think I get
you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you shouldn't be. That's why truly, as much as possible, you feel you need to. Apart from, we have the glow, right? Because, okay, you eat well, they say you sleep well, you go to the spa and all of that. You should also translate that into that inner person, that inner beauty.
That comes from inside.
And that always works. Any day, anytime. It always works.
Yeah.
Well, then we have some tips, useful tips, okay? So, and that's the question we're going to now. Is it possible? Is it possible? Do you hear that? I'm asking you that question. Is it possible? Okay.